Well, folks, welcome to the channel. The weather once again in Northern Ireland is pretty bad, so I've decided to do another indoor vlog. And today's vlog is going to be about a product review. It's an item that I've recently bought, and it is a cordless tire inflator. The actual model is known as the CLB-6010. I'll leave a link in the product description. I bought it on Amazon. It cost me £19.90, which is very cheap, but it's an excellent product. This is the actual item here, the CLB-6010 Tyre Inflator. Nice and small, compact little unit. For comparison, if you look at my mobile phone here, pretty standard Android phone. It's roughly about the same size as an Android phone. So it's going to fit into your glove box in your car very easily. And it's very portable. Why would you really need a tire inflator? You know, you have to ask yourself. Well, for one thing, if you're like me and you go into the garage and of course there's usually a tire inflator machine there. It costs you money to use it for a start, not much, but it still costs you money. But personally I have an issue that because I'm not particularly good hearing, when I get round to the far side of the car and you're waiting for the beep to tell you that the machine has reached the required pressure, a lot of the times I can't hear the beep because of the ambient noise around me, and it's a bit of a nuisance. It's okay if I'm close to the machine and I can usually hear the beep then, but when I get round to the far side of the tire to do the other tires, very often I don't hear the beep. So it's a bit of a nuisance from that point of view, and also you have to go to the garage to inflate your tires, whereas if you have this little machine here, you can do it all from home. As I say, it fits into the glove box in your car and take it with you everywhere. And it's very solidly built little unit. It has a 6,000 milliamp hour battery, so it's quite powerful, and it would be long lasting as well. Feature packed little thing, and it's very handy to have one of these. Another good reason for having one, as we all know, there's a crisis in the Gulf at the minute, and petrol prices have gone up drastically across the world. And of course, if you can keep your tires in the car at the correct pressure, you can actually save fuel. It's a good means of fuel economy, because if your tires are at the wrong pressure and they're too soft, then you will actually lose fuel economy. So an excellent thing to have for that reason as well. So that's two reasons for actually buying this product. A third reason is that it is cordless. It is a self-contained unit. I actually had another tire inflator, but it worked from the cigarette lighter in my car, and you had this big long trailing lead that you had to drag around the car, and it used to catch and one thing and another. Whereas this unit is cordless, self-contained unit, works completely independently. It is actually charged up via USB-C, and so you can use your phone charger. If your phone charger uses a USB-C charger, you can charge it up with that, which is what I use to charge it up. Although it is a self-contained unit, it does actually come in the package with a cord that plugs into the cigarette lighter in your car, so that even if your battery has run flat, or you know, you haven't charged it for a while, or you've just left it in the car and it's run down, you can still get by with using the cigarette lighter adapter that comes packaged with. Also in the package, it comes with a USB-A to USB-C cord, and that's for charging the item up. As I say, you can use your mobile phone charger to do that. It simply plugs into the top of the unit here, and on the top of the unit we can see that there is a USB-C in as well as a USB-A out. So you can use it as a power brick if you want. You could actually charge up your mobile phone or whatever from that, because it has an output as well as an input. So that's a nice feature as well. Also in the package it comes with a set of little adapters, and you can use these for blowing up, inflating other objects. For instance, if you have a football or a camp bed, something like that, you can attach one of these little adapters that comes in the packet with it, and use it for inflating items other than just tires. But back to the unit itself, when you take it out of the box, there's actually a sticker on the front of the unit, and it gives you basic instructions on how to use it. And you peel that off, and normally you would throw it away because it's stuck on the front of the unit and it covers the LED display. But I actually peeled it off and stuck it on the back of the unit, so I still have basic instructions there showing me how to operate the unit should I need to do that. If I've forgotten how to operate it, the instructions are still there on the back of the unit, so I'd advise you to do that just as a little reminder rather than throwing it away, because as I say, it has LEDs on the front of the unit. As we can see here on the bottom of the unit, there is like a 4-way directional toggle with a button in the middle. And the button in the middle is how you power the unit on. And you simply hold down the button in the middle for a couple of seconds, and it powers on. Now, as we can see on the top of the display there, at the minute we have 0. That is the actual pressure indicator on your tire. So when you connect this unit up to your tire, it will indicate what pressure is actually in the tire before you start to inflate it on the top line. On the bottom line, we can see that there is a figure which represents the inflation pressure that you wish to inflate the tire to. And you can set that by the right and left arrows on the toggle. You can adjust that to whatever pressure you wish to set the unit to. So for instance, at the minute it's set to, 36 there. But if you toggle the button, you can adjust that to whatever pressure you wish it to be set at. So that is what you do. For instance, if I want to blow my tire up to 36 psi, I would set it to 36 psi. I would connect up the unit. I would press the button in the middle to start it. The unit would start to operate, and it will keep on inflating until it reaches that preset value that you have set on the unit. And then it will stop. It will automatically stop. So you don't have to stand and watch it. It will do the correct, inflate to the correct pressure automatically, and then it will cut out. So that's a nice feature. It does feature different modes. At the minute, you can see a little car symbol there, but we can toggle through by using the bottom button, and we can choose various other vehicles. I mean, if you press it once, it goes to a motorcycle. If you press it again, it'll go to a bicycle. You see a little bicycle symbol there. If you press it again, it will go to a little round ball symbol, indicating that you can inflate a football with it. The final little icon that we come to is like a little person icon. That one confused me slightly whenever I saw it at first, but it's actually for changing the unit value. At the minute it is set to PSI, pounds per square inch, but you can change that value to bar or kilograms or whatever you wish to set it to. I keep it to PSI because that's what we use in the UK for inflating our tires. But that's what that is for changing the actual unit value from PSI to kilograms to bars, whichever you prefer to use. So that's what that's for. Also, the unit comes with a light on the top of it. And if we press the top button on the unit here, it will actually operate the light. As we can see, we have a plain white light, or if we press it again, we can get a flashing red light, good for an emergency. If you've broken down and you're changing the tire or something, then you can have that flashing. If you press it again, it will flash faster. And if you press it once more, that turns the light off. So that's a nice feature to have. You have a light if you ever have to inflate a tire at night or change a tire at night. You can use that to see what you're doing. So that's a very nice feature too. A nice clear LED display there on the unit as well, showing you exactly what you're inflating your tire pressure to. So yes, a very nice unit. On the bottom we can see is the connection for the cigarette lighter. If you want to use the lead and plug it into your cigarette lighter, if the unit has run down, the battery has run down, then you can still have the option of using the cigarette lighter. The top is the standard flexible hose for your connecting to your tire. So very nice unit, very compact, fits in your glove compartment, charges via USB-C. You can also have the USB output as well as an input. The input for charging it and the output for using it as a power bank to charge up your phone or whatever. So it's got that option as well. And it doesn't cost a lot of money. As I say, £19.90 is what I paid for this unit on Amazon. You could shop around, you could probably get it other sources, you know, Temu, AliExpress or eBay, whatever. But as I say, I personally bought it on Amazon. So if you do a search on Amazon and actually look for the model, which is CLB-6010, it's just, the product doesn't actually have a name as such, it just has a model number. So if you do a search for that on Amazon, you will find the unit, and I would heartily recommend it. I'm not affiliated to the people who make these things in any way, so it's a completely independent review. This is just my opinion of the unit. I have tried it on my motorbike. I took it out and tested it. My tire was actually pretty much at the correct pressure, but I thought I'll put another pound of pressure into it. Connected it up. It went to the extra pound pressure and it did it in seconds. So if your tire was you know, pretty soft and deflated, this unit would pump it up very rapidly indeed, because it's a very powerful unit, as I say, with a 6,000 milliamp hour battery. So a great little unit, heartily recommend it. Stick it in your glove box in your car, and you'll never have any issues with inflating tires. And as I say, you have the emergency light as well, plus use it as a power bank too. So thanks very much for watching, folks. Just a quick review of the CLB-6010, is that right? Yeah, CLB-6010 Tyre Inflator. Brilliant piece of kit. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully when the weather gets a bit better, we can get out and about and do more of my usual sort of vlogs. But this is one for the meantime until we can do that. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.